My name is Zagazovic. My goal is to be good at everything. Hi, my name is Ian Zahner. I want to be a dancer.
My goal is to be on my own and independent and keep moving forward in life.
She has a really bright energy, and I think people definitely see that. All of her classmates see that. She's really positive and just eager to learn.
Path to Independence is a 2-year, non-degree certificate program for students with intellectual disabilities in Northern Nevada. We've been around since 2013, and we're the first program of its kind in Nevada. Now there are 2, one here and one in Las Vegas. This is the opportunity for students with intellectual disabilities, many of whom have spent their previous school life in CLS classrooms, to go to school with typical age peers taking regular college classes. This gives them the opportunity to socialize, learn social cues, and get to learn to be an adult. Students get a lot of support while they're here. We have educational coaches who are also UNR students that attend classes with the students as needed. A lot of times they help them take notes, help them communicate with the professors, and also help them interact with the other students if there's small group work.
Hi, I'm Alexa Towler. I'm a pre-nursing major, and my career goal is to work in a hospital as an RN.
My name is Adam McMahon. My major is kinesiology, and I want to be an occupational therapist someday.
Hello, my name is Matthew Thompson. I'm going to school at a criminal justice major. I'm minoring in psychology. Goals for myself are I want to go into behavior analysis eventually.
Throughout high school, I was a Special Olympic soccer coach, so I coached for 4 years, and then I also worked as a peer mentor in high school, and I've been an ed coach for 2 years now.
Prior to this job, I don't really have any experience working with children with disabilities, but it's always been something that I was kind of wanted to do to help people out.
I have been in this program for 2 years now, and it's been a really surreal, really just rewarding experience, I would say.
One of the challenges I've noticed being as an ed coach is learning a lot of patience. Sometimes it's hard to find a balance of how much you should do for the student and how much they should do it on their own.
Some of the challenges are just managing your time, making sure that your student is keeping up with his studies and his schoolwork. Also, making sure that your student is paying attention in classes, making sure that he's not causing distractions, and making sure that he's trying to be the best student as possible.
Just working between my schedule and the students' schedules, trying to find time to do homework and studying can be difficult. Since working with the students though, it has been awesome. I've actually had a PE class, and just being able to work with the student, they push me just as much as I push them. Took a finance class with a student, and that's nothing to do with my major, but I learned a lot throughout that class just working with the students.
Seeing them grow and really do well in their class on their own, comparing how much help I had to give them at the beginning of the semester to the end of the semester is so rewarding.
They also need to be willing to work with the educational coach, whether that is replying back to text messages, letting them know if they will be present at class or if they cannot show up to a study session, and making sure that they're willing to put in the effort into being academically successful. You need to be showing up to classes on time.
The transition into college is difficult for everybody. Lots of the students in this program have a lot of responsibilities. Keeping up with me, keeping communication as far as if they're going to make it to class on time, walking to class, where we're going to meet up before class, setting up set dates to do homework. Lots of students also do homework on their own, so it's just kind of remembering where the readings are, how to work with their professor.
Wanting to complete their assignments, going to class, and taking time out of their days to meet up with me. I can provide study hours and say, oh, let's study at this time, but in the end, it's their choice to come and meet with me because they are independent students and they make their own decisions. Some of the responsibilities that come with being an ed coach is providing hours for us to study together. We have specific scheduled times to do our homework on certain days every week, and it just goes along with part of our classes. Also attending the classes, obviously, and then doing tests together. Outside of that, even when the clock stops, I still am a support for them, especially in the transition of a high school to college.
Being a college student, between classes and homework, and there's just a lot going on. It is a big transition for everybody. Finding communication with your student is very important. While we are together in classes, we will establish times that we're going to meet up to do homework or study, but it is important to communicate via text message or email to your students to kind of remind them, just because life gets busy, everyone does kind of forget sometimes, so it is important to kind of stay on top of those things. Students do have a big responsibility. I'm just there as an assistant for them to try to help them out, but as far as being a student, they're full-time students. They're doing just as much work as I am doing in my own classes personally. So it's just a big responsibility for the students as well.